Awesome. So I'm so excited here today. We are going to learn about saunas and the benefits of sauna for the brain and for the body. And I got two wonderful experts here to share their knowledge about saunas. So that way, you know what to look for when you buy a sauna, the health benefits of saunas. Are saunas right for you? And then how to buy a great sauna and not spend too much money. So with me here are first Dr. Taylor Mitchell. Dr. Taylor Mitchell is a naturopathic doctor, and she specializes in whole body wellness, mind, body, and spirit. And then we have Devon Suggs. Devon is not only he's not only a life and health coach who works on helping people break through bad habits and the barriers of bad habits, but also is an expert in far infrared saunas as well. So thank you so much for being here. So tell me, what are some of the health benefits of sauna, especially for older adults who want to prevent Alzheimer's disease? Dr. Taylor Mitchell, I'd love to hear from you, and then Devon.
Yeah, thank you for asking. I am a huge fan of infrared saunas. I've seen them do wonders in people's lives, especially people with joint issues. So what I've seen saunas do is it removes toxicity from the blood. And that's very difficult to do. Not a lot of people know that they have dirty blood and that they need to detoxify specifically the blood. And so that's something that infrared saunas can do. It detoxifies major organs like the digestive tract, the liver, the kidneys. And also, what it does is it helps with circulation and inflammation. So it helps with blood flow and that kind of stuff. So, people that have any joint issues, migraines, things like that, saunas are incredible. People
So we
that
had
struggle with weight loss, it's
we got
incredible.
joint issues, inflammation, cleaning out the blood, detoxification. These are all huge issues, especially that seniors and baby boomers are facing.
Yes, absolutely. So, for me, I had a really traumatic leg break, and I noticed that I started using an infrared sauna, and my pain went away very quickly, and I was able to walk. So
Really?
many people saw me and said, "Wow, you're healing so quickly." And, for me as a naturopathic doctor, I'm like, all these bags of tricks that I have, right, to help myself heal as quickly as humanly possible. And infrared sauna, I'll say, was probably the biggest because I noticed that I was able to walk and not have pain anymore, which if you're dealing with chronic pain every time you walk, something that will get you out of pain is just completely life changing, right? So that
Wow.
was my personal experience.
So it helped healing and pain. That's terrific. Devin,
Yes, it
I'd love
did.
to hear from you and some of the benefits of infrared sauna versus traditional sauna.
Absolutely. So a big difference between the infrared sauna versus a traditional dry sauna is going to be the temperature. So a lot of older people, especially, they can't handle the traditional dry saunas, which will on average get up to around 200 degrees Fahrenheit. And if you've been in a dry sauna before at the gym or somewhere else, you know after about 10 or so minutes, you're kind of needing to tap out, especially if you have a low heat tolerance. You're probably out of there in less than 10 minutes. So the beautiful thing about infrared is instead of like traditional saunas heating the air around you, which heats your body, infrared saunas use emitters, usually carbon panels that are highly emissive, and they use infrared wavelengths to heat your body. So dry saunas heat the air, infrared heat your body directly. And that being said, with infrared, two major things. One is you don't need to be in something as hot in terms of the heat and the tolerance in there. You can be in around 130, 140 degrees, but still be sweating profusely because, two, the infrared is actually penetrating your tissues in your cells in a more unique manner, allowing there to be more detoxification, more blood flow and circulation as well. And there's tons of incredible things happening right now in the world of infrared and traditional dry saunas as well. And all the research that's coming out is tremendous.
That's really interesting. I didn't know that lower temperatures were as beneficial in infrared versus traditional. And my understanding is the research from Finland shows that those who do sauna 4 to 7 times a week for 20 minutes, it basically, these numbers aren't exact, but basically it cuts stroke and heart disease and Alzheimer's disease basically in half. Some of them are more than that. Some of them are 60%, but basically your cardiovascular disease, your stroke, your Alzheimer's, it's cut in half by doing sauna 4 to 7 times a week for 20 minutes. And I think those are traditional saunas. And so what to look for in a sauna? What to avoid? Let's start with that. What to avoid? How do I know this is not the sauna for me? Is it the $99 special I see, in the back of the Sunday paper? How do I know what not to get?
Yeah, great question there, Robert. I would say three things you're going to want to look out for whenever you're purchasing an infrared sauna. Number one is you're going to want to take a good look at the craftsmanship or the wood, the lumber that's used in the crafting of the manufacturing of the sauna. A lot of these companies out there that are a little bit more low budget will cut corners and say that they're offering a hemlock or a cedar type sauna, and perhaps it is on the outside, but a lot of the construction on the inside will be plywood, which contains a lot of off-gassing and toxic glues. So essentially, you want to be really making sure that you're staying away from any saunas that have any sort of plywood or, you know, any cheap wood in the construction of the infrared sauna itself. Next, I would say number 2, this is really key, is striving to get a sauna that's zero, close to zero, or at least very, very low EMF. You want to avoid the electromagnetic fields, the electric fields. A lot of these cheaper saunas out there are selling them because they have just radiation flowing through. They're not doing anything to mitigate those electric fields, where these other more expensive brands out there are really making sense of trying to ground that electric fields to mitigate or keep your body from getting any exposure, because essentially you're obviously using the sauna to derive health benefits and to detox and all the great things we've been already speaking about. The last thing you want to do is put yourself in a little like radiation box, right? And then a last big thing too, whenever you're looking at making an investment, number 3, on an infrared sauna as well, you're going to want to make sure that everything is sourced from an ecological and like well standpoint. And then that being said, in particular, you want to make sure that the heaters are high quality. So there's really 2 main types of heating when it comes to infrared. There's carbon heaters, and then there's ceramic. Ceramic is sort of like what you may have seen, like kind of in the oven, where there's like a rod and there's like a metal plate and it's sort of heating in that sort of structure, in that sort of sense. And that is old school infrared. And a lot of companies will use that because it's a little bit cheaper. And there's a lot of hot spots and cold spots whenever you're using a carbon or a not carbon, but ceramic panel. The carbon panels, on the other hand, are 100%, in my opinion, much better. The electric fields that come from them are a lot lower, a lot safer. The heat that's spread through a carbon panel is a lot evenly spaced, and yeah, much healthier for you. Those are the 3 things I definitely would recommend to look for whenever you're purchasing an infrared sauna.
That's great. And then I'd love to hear from both of you what brands you like, and then what people can look to buy. So is $2,000 a reasonable amount with holiday sales or with any sort of sales to get a 2-person sauna? Is that reasonable, or is it more like 5? And so Dr. Mitchell, I'd love to hear any brands that you like, and what people can expect to pay for quality.
Absolutely. So there's 2 companies that I really recommend, depending on price and like what you're looking for. If you're looking for a sauna, like if you have an apartment or if you don't have a lot of space in your home and you travel a lot or you move a lot or what have you, 1-person sauna. You're also looking to save some money, then the Relax sauna is for you. It does emit that radiation. Sorry, it does not emit radiation, and it emits that infrared, all the benefits of an infrared sauna.
Can you spell that? Relax saunas?
RELAXSAUNAS.com. And if you'd like $100 off, type in all caps health. So that's, the best bang for your buck if you live in an apartment, like I said, and you don't have space for a big sauna. But if you do have space for a big sauna, then the Devon is gonna talk about it more because he's an expert in that. Devon, if you'd like to share now.
Absolutely. So the Relax saunas are fantastic. They're considered portable saunas. They're a lot more budget friendly, and like Taylor was just mentioning, they're excellent in their quality. They're easy to kind of set up and portable. So if you travel or if you're on a tighter budget, they're definitely a way to go. I work directly with the owner of a company called Sunstream, an infrared sauna company based out of Vancouver, Canada. It's been around for roughly 14 years, and they offer some of the highest quality infrared saunas that do not use any plywood in the construction, have the lowest EMF possible, and also too are not breaking the bank in terms of some of these other high-end companies out there that charge, several thousands of dollars for just a 1 or a 2-person sauna. We have a unit in particular that I have personally at my home that I use relatively on a daily basis. It's called the Infrared Sauna Sunstream, the Mini. It's a 1-person sauna that's roughly 5 foot 10 inches tall and about 3 feet by 3 feet in terms of its square diameter. and it heats up. It's a mighty and powerful infrared sauna that ranges anywhere between 25 to about 2,800 on the price. And if you want to go up a little bit more, you can get 2-person saunas for just a little bit more as well. So those are the sauna companies that both Taylor and I, have used personally and are, tried and tested, that have been around for several years and have seen great results personally and amongst other people as well. So if you call into the company or, reach out and inquire on receiving a quote, just mention that Devon or Thrive with Devon had referred you and you'll get $100 off.
So to recap, you want high quality wood. You don't want plywood on the inside. So make sure it's hemlock or cedar all the way around, not different ones inside and outside. You want infrared. Is there a difference between infrared and far infrared? Are those the same thing?
Yeah. So infrared is a wavelength that breaks down into near, mid, and far. When we're talking about infrared saunas, we're talking about far infrared wavelengths. You can get near infrared added to an infrared sauna as well. Usually that comes in the form of red light. Red light therapy is near infrared, in which you have to be very, very close to the light or the emitter in order to derive the benefits from a near infrared sauna. So standard infrared saunas are usually far and sometimes a little bit of mid infrared.
All right, so I'm going to summarize what you all said. This is a lot of information. I'm going to try to break it down so that way I can remember it and other people can use it. So first, saunas are amazing for health. They're good for longevity. They're good for brain health. They're good for stroke. They're good for cardiovascular. They're good for detox. They're good for cleaning the blood. They're good for joint pain. They're good. They're good for body pain and healing in general. And I think I've read they're good for the immune system as well. So they're great if you could afford them or you can have access to a gym. Really great. So health benefits are very clear and very well documented in multiple studies and so forth. Next, what to look for in a quality one. You want to make sure it's good wood, either cedar or hemlock, inside and outside. No plywood on the inside. You want, if you're going to do infrared, you want to get the carbon heaters, not the ceramic heaters. Those are higher quality, and you want low EMFs, right? You want low EMFs. Those are the keys to getting a good sauna. Is that correct?
Absolutely 100% spot on. And another added benefit I'll mention that really isn't spoken into a lot when it comes to an infrared sauna. I believe whenever you take the time to just simply sit and be with yourself inside of an infrared sauna, outside of the infrared wavelengths and, getting all the health benefits from the heat, just being with your own thoughts and relaxing and maybe putting a little bit of some essential oils to get some aromatherapy in there. That, and then the saunas that we offer through Sunstream have chromotherapy lights, so you can illuminate the cabin a certain color and get the color therapy of just being with yourself and relaxing and letting your mind sort of, enter more of a calm state as well.
That's fantastic. Anything else you want people to know about saunas? And please tell us, how can people get in touch with you if they'd like to work with you or find out more about working with you? Dr. Mitchell.
Wonderful. Yeah. So last thing I forgot to mention is brain health and mental health. What an infrared sauna will do is will help detoxify the brain. And what we've known, a lot of science is coming out now showing that toxicity and fungus, candida, and mold that's in the brain affects our mental health and our ability to be happy. So if we're detoxifying the brain, that's going to help your overall quality of life, which is wonderful. Just an added bonus. And if you'd like to get in touch with me, you can look me up on linktr.ee/Taylor Naturopath. You can schedule a free 15-minute phone consultation with me. Just fill out my intake form and I'm happy to help you.
Fantastic. Thank you. And Devon, anything else you want to share, and how can people get in touch with you?
Thank you for hosting this and just coordinating this whole thing. Robert, I got to say, you are a true inspiration for myself, Taylor, and millions of people out there. So yeah, just want to mention that. Absolutely. And I'll share this. So with the infrared saunas, if you're looking to invest or get involved or learn more about it, you're welcome to reach out to me anytime via phone number at 210-872-7170. I also provide holistic health coaching. You can find my links at Devon Suggs, DEVON SUGGS on Facebook and Instagram, Thrive with Devon on TikTok. And yeah, absolutely. So the infrared saunas are just amazing, and I'm grateful for this opportunity to share some of the insights there. And the benefits are extremely awesome, especially for those of you who maybe don't like the idea of going and working out and moving their body and having to run. Doing an infrared sauna is some of the easiest way to derive so many incredible health benefits. Thanks again, Robert.
Yeah, my pleasure. Yeah, thank you for mentioning that. I recently read an article that talks about sauna gets you the benefits of exercise without exercise. It doesn't quite do that, but it's close. It's the closest thing I think we have to getting the benefits of exercise without exercise is sitting in the sauna. Fantastic. Thank you so much. I so appreciate it, both of you. Have a great day.
Thank you.